There we go. Hey team. Sorry, I'm actually out and about today, so I had a little bit of trouble connecting live onto the stream. So do apologise for being a little bit late. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Please let me know if anyone's on so I can check in that you guys are hearing me okay and I don't actually speak to myself for the next 15-20 minutes. Now I can't actually see the comments, so I'm just going on the computer to have a look at the comments as well, but I couldn't get the live happening on the computer, so apologies if this one's a little bit makeshift tonight, but rock and roll. Alright, beautiful. So let's get into it. We're at day 5 and today is the first day of actions. We're doing action for the next 2 days, and I wanted to do a quick review of yesterday. So for those of you that have already gone in and have posted your 10-second pitch, fantastic, well done, and thank you. And if you haven't yet, make sure you do that before you continue on with this one. So if you are watching the recording, please make sure you stop, go back and do the steps in order before you continue on. Now it becomes really important today to have done the steps in order, okay? So what I wanted to mention is if you struggled with yesterday with you doing your 10-second pitch, okay, what I recommend that you do is get out of your head, go back to spine. So remember in spine, oh, sorry guys, there we go. Remember yesterday we were talking, in spine we were talking about message and audience. If you're still struggling with what to say about what you're writing, go back to that. And it could be something as simple as your message. Reconnect back to what your message is, because that is what your article or book is about. And what I recommend is you tell yourself, what is it about? So if you ask yourself, what am I actually doing here? Tell yourself what you're doing, and that'll help you connect with your 10-second pitch. So let's get into today. Now today we're going to cover 3 areas, and we're going to go into this a bit further tomorrow as well. So we're going to do a bit of an overview today, and we'll delve a little bit deeper into some of these things tomorrow. So we're going to look at the 10-minute challenge, which we'll actually do at the end. I'll do it around the other way. We're going to look at word purge, which is what action is all about, and we're going to look at intuitive writing. Now, I did also do a writing wine and words of wisdom on the Right Now Community Hub, which was all about intuitive writing. So I recommend that you go check that out as well, and I'll put the link in here for you. So let's start with word purge. And I'm aware that it's a bit noisy here. I don't know how it is for you guys, but if I do find that this is too noisy, I'll actually redo this post. I'm hoping it will be fine. I'm trusting it will be fine. I've just finished up a meeting with some people, which is why I'm doing it here. And for those of you that I was meeting with, if I see you on here, hey guys. So let's start with word purge. Word purge action is all about getting the words on paper. So getting them out of here and getting them onto paper. And here's what you remember, it's the first draft. So it's not the final book or the final article. It's not the thing you're going to publish. Right now it's simply the first draft. It's getting words on paper. It's so much easier to edit words on paper than it is a blank page. So that's what word purge is about. It's getting it out. And it's the suck before the good. It's okay for the first draft to suck. And so many people, this is going back to what we already talked about in mindset about perfectionism, so many people think that they've got to write it and it's just got to magically be exactly how it's going to be in the final stage. But it's not how it is. This is not how career writers don't do it that way. They do a first draft. It is the suck draft, and that's cool, because then in the next stage, you'll go back, you'll edit it, and you'll clean it up. Now, a couple of things to remember when you're doing the word purge is that it's meant to be rough. It's meant to be. If it's perfect when it first comes out, you're too busy thinking about it still. And you're writing from your head, not your heart. Now, this is why it's so important that you do these steps, this process in the steps that I've given to you. So start with the spine, then construct, then red carpet before you do action. And the reason is, the way that we write and the word purge should be intuitively written. And the way you do that is by doing the thinking first. So think, design, get that out of the way so you can just trust yourself to create the words. So many people start trying to implement before they've actually got a design, and so they're trying to think while they're writing, and that's when you run into all kind of roadblocks, and we'll talk about a few of those a little bit more tomorrow and how to overcome them as well. And here's the most important thing that a lot of people forget to do: have fun. If it feels like work, you're thinking about it too much. Have fun, enjoy it. Remember why you're doing this and the purpose. Your purpose would be a fun purpose. Your purpose might be to connect. It might be to share a message, whatever it is. Connect to the fun of that. Stop trying to look at it as work. Call it play. Have play, yeah? So writing should be all about play and having fun. So let's go into a little bit about intuitive writing. So intuitive writing is really about trusting. It's trusting your intuition and trusting yourself. It's about trusting what comes through. Because for me to write, it doesn't come from me, it comes through me. Okay, so it comes through intuition and then out of me. So trust your intuition, trust yourself, and trust that whatever comes out is what's supposed to come out. And if it sounds sucky, that's okay, because remember, the first draft is the suck draft. It's the suck before the good, and that's a great thing. So don't question it as it comes out. Get out of your own way and stop questioning it, just let it flow. You can question all you want in the next phase when we get to WTF, but right now, no questioning, just let it flow. This is whether you're doing a book, article, whatever it is, let the words flow at this point, okay? What else do I want to cover? If you follow the steps, which is what I said before, if you follow the steps, the thinking's done. You don't need to think at this point, yeah? Stop thinking, because if you follow the steps of the process, for instance, in Construct, we worked out what's our 3 points. You know your 3 points. If you've done your brain dump, you know what you're including in the 3 points. Thinking's done. Now you just have to intuitively express that point, right? Forget about being right or being logical, which is what I was saying before about trusting yourself just to let whatever comes through come through. Don't question it. Don't go, oh, does that make sense? Please don't do this. Don't do the whole judgmental thing of, what will people think? Remember that judgment is judgment on self. We went over that in mindset. So release all of that. Get out of these things to consider with intuitive writing. Get out of your way. You're the only one in the way. So you're the only obstacle between your message and the ear that needs to hear it, the person that needs to hear it. So you get out of the way and you will allow your audience to get the message that you want to provide for them. Get out of the way. Meditate first if you need to. Meditate first so that you can allow that flow to come through. So you can allow connection to your higher self, to intuition, whatever the hell you want to call it, rock for. But if you need to meditate to allow yourself to get into that space, please do. Yes, as I mentioned, Writer's Wine. Hey Rachel, how are you? As I mentioned, I did a Writer's Wine and Words of Wisdom in the Right Now Community Hub. Now, if you're not a member of the Right Now Community Hub yet, get onto that. Go and join, and then it'll be one of the very first ones on there. I did a live on Wednesday. So it was that last night, or did I do it on Tuesday? I can't remember when I did it. Actually, I feel like it was a few more days ago. I don't remember when I did it. Oh my god, this is how much I intuitively do everything. I just let it flow through when it needs to. So I did a writing, wine, and words of wisdom on intuitive writing. And like I said, I'll put the link in here so it's easy for you guys to access. Rock on that. So lastly, I want to talk about the 10-minute challenge. And this is actually going to lead into your implementation task for today as well. So just to give you a bit of background around where this 10-minute challenge came from. So I went to, I have a writer's group that I go to every week on Tuesday nights. And one time we decided to do an overnight writing thing. So it was going to be, the challenge of stay up all night. And one of the things we decided to do on this writing night was a bit of a competition. And it was going to be the first person to 1,000 words would win some kind of particular prize. And in this case, we had trophies. Now, I had my eye on the prize and I wanted to win that damn thing. And we all went pretty hard. Now, the magic that came out of this is that most of us finished well, 3 of us at least finished within 20 minutes. And when that happened, I went, I just did 1,000 words in 20 minutes. Like, what the hell? And so I unpacked that, and I looked at that, and I unpacked how that happened, what that meant, how I got out of my own way to make that happen. And it was intuitive writing, number one, and it was writing about something that I knew about or that I was connected with. So I had a writer's prompt. So anyway, I took that information, and so I did my own challenge, which was to write a book in 10 minutes a day. So I started writing 10 minutes only, complete focus in 10 minutes, and I wrote and published an entire book. Sorry, I wrote and edited. I actually started and published it. It's going to be out in the next lot in November. But I wrote and edited an entire book. I went through the steps of scroll. So I started with spine, deconstruct, all of that in only 10 minutes a day. And I did this book in less than 90 days. I actually wrote the entire book, which I think ended up at 22,000 words. And I wrote that entire thing in only 38 days, in 10 minutes a day. Consistency, that is something we already spoke about in mindset as well. So the 10-minute challenge is, how many words can you really write in 10 minutes a day? Okay. Now the whole purpose of doing this 10 minutes is, it's so much easier to focus 100% on something for 10 minutes than it is to focus on something for 8 hours. This is like the whole concept of work. Go to work and concentrate and focus on the same thing for 8 hours. You might find that you have chunks of time that you're in focus and concentration, but you know, to do 8 hours of that same level is not that easy. Whereas 10 minutes, you can be complete and absolute, just driven in focus for 10 minutes. And if you can do that daily, you will achieve so much more. So, write something that you know, which is what I mentioned before, and get out of your head. So the challenge that I'm going to put forward to you guys is to see how many words you can write in 10 minutes when you're not thinking about it. Specifically when you're not thinking about it, okay? Here are some things to keep in mind. How many words do you think? So before you do this 10-minute challenge, how many words do you think that you can do in 10 minutes? Okay? And just write that down. Like, write it down now. How many words do you reckon you would be able to write in 10 minutes? Now, we're not talking speech to texting. We're strictly talking writing, typing. Yeah? Do not fix. Here's the thing. When you're doing this 10-minute challenge, one of the keys is to not fix anything. There is no editing. You can't be like, oh, that word was wrong. Oh, maybe, hold on, should I say that differently? You just write, word per word. You write. Consistently for the 10 minutes until the 10 minutes is done. You time it. You have a timer on, you start, and you do not stop until that timer stops. And then extrapolate that. So when you work out how many words you can do in 10 minutes, extrapolate how long would it take you to write a book of whatever length that you want to do, or how long would it take you to write the article that you want to write in this particular in this project. Yeah. So here's the task that I'm setting for you. First of all, in the post that I'll pop up in a moment, the accountability post, write in there how many words you think that you would be able to write in 10 minutes, and then do the 10-minute challenge. Here's what you need to do. Find yourself a quiet space. Know what you're going to write about. You don't need to plan it out or map it out. Just have an idea. Maybe you're going to write about family. Maybe you're going to write about, your day. Something that you don't have to think about. That's the key, right? And have somewhere quiet where you can completely focus for 10 minutes. Have your timer. Start. When you start writing. It doesn't matter what you write. It does not matter. It could be complete rubbish. It doesn't matter. The challenge is how many words can you do in 10 minutes. Keep writing until 10 minutes is up. As soon as 10 minutes is up, stop and check how many words it was. And then post that. So what I want you to post in the accountability post is how many words do you think you can do and how many words did you actually do in the 10 minutes. Alright? So that's your challenge, and I'm going to leave that with you guys. We're going to keep this as a bit of a short one tonight because tomorrow we're going to unpack all the problems that come up. Okay? So apart from the 10-minute challenge, now that you've mapped everything out to this point for your project intention, you can go ahead and start utilizing this for your project intention. So once you've worked out how many words you can do in 10 minutes, extrapolate it, work out how long you're going to have to spend to actually create your project intention, and then do half of it tonight or today or tomorrow, and then the other half you'll do after tomorrow's night session. So until 5 p.m. tomorrow, you want to do about 50% of your target, whatever you benchmarked as your word count, and then we'll do the rest from tomorrow night. So tomorrow night at 5 p.m, what we're going to do is we're going to unpack any problems that you've had, where you've got stuck. So it's really going to serve you well to be up to this point and be able to actually do this challenge and start writing so that tomorrow we can unpack the problems. Now, I've got a few in the back pocket that I know are pretty standard, so if nobody actually has any problems that they want to share, we'll still have plenty to unpack and plenty to play with, so we'll rock forth with that anyway. So I'll leave that with you. Accountability post will be up in a moment. Just a quick refresher, word purge, get out of your way. It's the first draft, it's the suck draft, and it's all okay. Trust your intuition, trust yourself, get the words onto the paper. If you need to meditate prior to writing, please do that. Do the 10-minute challenge and rock forth with awesomeness.